back. And yeah, so I was sitting there, right? And something was making me think about the whole thing about Crimea or Crimea River. Justin Timberlake. So it's kind of like Timberland, kind of like the Timberland boots with the timber tree on it that was used for lynching people. I remember the backlash I got for posting that. Timberlake, wood, road, wood, energy, timber, something falling, a tree, the tree of life, Avatar, Jake Sullivan, Jake. I think that's somebody that was on Scandal. Jake Sullivan was the hitman for Miss Pope, Atlanta or New York, maybe. Because, see, Millie was the real wife. But he loved the hell out of Pope. The Pope, Hierophant, energy. I don't know why I'm like Shonda Rhyme, Shalonda Land, Shonda Land. What else am I seeing here? Because again, wood was something that they called people when they were coming to cut down family trees in the Americas, in the old world, long time ago. Same thing today. Same thing like this big giant tree from back here that they just cut down, and then cut down all my birch trees when they moved in over here. All right. Same thing about Elijah telling in the book The Spring that they used this tree for thousands of years. They fed off of, to a certain extent, this tree for all this time. So it gives me the Muslim energy. It gives me the, again, Shriners, the hat, the red hat with the sword and the moon and the crescent, which is making me think crescendo. All right. The crescent moon. All right. South Carolina. Because again, there will be two thrones. I don't know why I'm seeing Charlotte, Princess Charlotte. Also Prince, right? I was going through online and I saw, I don't know, someone was telling me like Pete Buttigieg or whatever, right? But then also someone was telling me about Pete, the one that have to do with, I don't know, I was thinking Kim Jong Un or whatever, but then I was also thinking Kim somebody else. Because we're talking sorcery, high level sorcery, Arabic or I just can't remember, god dang, what other nation, what other group that is. But you know, again, Trump and the strong Drumpf and the strong arm energy on his coat of arms, right? I had a little shot of Hennessy, right? And I realized they had that arm or that strong arm on the Hennessy, right? So again, it made me think about something like in the sleep realm, okay? I don't know. I don't know. It made me think, and that's why I don't normally drink much. But again, it was there, and I just wanted to take a shot just to, you know, feel like I was like one of the guys on Mad Men last night, right? So again, when we're talking prison reform, it makes me wonder what was really talked about between, again, Trump and Kim. This is no offense to anybody, you know. Again, it's just about what the truth is. It's because a lot of this stuff may not have to do with these individuals particularly, but it do. If I know how my ancestors work through me, then again, I have to realize that some people's ancestors work through them. But again, I think it's just a little bit different with the originals here in the Americas. Okay. So again, when we see this, you know, lady sitting here on this desk, and we see this man here or whatever, look like they're in the Oval Office, and this Four of Pentacles here, and they counting up some money. What was they doing? Because she kind of looked, she naked. She kind of looked like, she kind of looked, you know, like this or whatever. And so, like I told you, I feel like there's a sense of some virtual, some kind of something going on in the astral plane, even when it comes to remote viewing, even remote control with your fucking TV, okay? Them viewing, okay? And I feel like this is having something to do with some kind of other world here. We're dealing with some advanced technology. We won't say fifth generation or anything like that anymore. We won't say big tech anymore. We won't say Silicon or Silicon Valley. Because this is talked about in the biblical text too. We won't say those things. We'll just say advanced technology. Even we talk about Meta, whatever, with Facebook, and we talk about the virtual, those, the goggles or whatever that the kids be using, right? So yeah, I think something was always done, but it's gotten out of hand. The wrong people are in charge here. Okay. The right people are in the hangman position, right? All right. Because somebody fucking with their pentacles, right? So that they can't operate properly on this plane here to be able to make moves or move around as they want. And some people will go back into contracts and things like that for a couple more years, you know what I'm saying, to be able to survive or whatever, go back under the thumb of the devil or that energy. Okay. So again, I don't know, like I said, the sting of the scorpionic energy, but I feel like, again, some of these people are not being led with their right minds. Possibly they are, possibly they are not. But this is making me think, like, again, a deal with the devil or something like this, right? Somebody went back into a deal with the devil. Maybe they missed something, you know what I'm saying? Again, they so loved the world that they gave their only begotten son, and that just happened to be a daughter. So it's making me think about Jupiter ascending in the dark night, or the dark, the man that came to warn her to a certain extent, right? She was kind of like rags to riches, meaning like owning the world. You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like this has something to do with business idea, business or something like that. And again, this is why people have been cock blocking on business, all this time, and cock blocking on connections, because again, they want it. This is a sacrifice. I don't know if somebody realizes that, and it's done by the community. Like, a lot of people in the community know about it, but again, we sitting on bravery here. Okay. All my friends are dead, right? Or even the cult, right? This has something to do with the cult or a cult, right? Cultivating or whatever, all right? Mentally manifesting. Also this energy here hovering over this girl here. That's brave, right? While these people are just, they kind of look like a spirit person or a spirit baby, all right? But she's standing grounded, you know what I'm saying? Okay, she's standing here. Okay, so again, I'm hearing run rabbit, like get out. Okay. And then I'm seeing the hedgehog energy, because the hedgehog will stand still and then just throw out its thorns, right? It's reminding me of Lucifer's daughter with her blades and her feathers. That reminds me of my mouth, right? But then it also makes me think about Lucifer saying, don't do it, don't kill the person, right? Because he was trying to kill her father. Now, did he kill her father? And then the detective also had to go against somebody on Lucifer because they killed her father, right? All right. What was her name? Rory. So it's kind of like roaring, like a lion roaring. Okay. All right. So again, that's all my little keywords that Source had me speak on. Okay. Mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? I feel like somebody owns some motherfucking drugs or some shrooms. Also, this teacup. This remind me of the tea again from I'm seeing an angelic being drinking, playing with a cup of tea and drinking it. It's also making me think about like Alice I don't know why. No. Yeah, the Mad Hatter. Okay, Alice in Wonderland energy, and a mad person. Like, I don't know, Pete something right here. Okay, so even when I'm looking at this energy, I seen this dude. I don't know if it's that Pete dude that Kim is dating supposedly. I mean, I don't even know who this dude is. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Look, I don't know. I'm not gonna go there, but something just don't be seeming right. So, it's kind of giving me like the Joker energy here. Okay. I'll just say that. And it's making me like a killing spree or something is like what I'm feeling here. Okay. Now that could just be cutting people off from being a nation. This could be actually literally killing people. Okay. This could be also silencing people. Okay. But he had a t-shirt on, right? And I looked at that t-shirt. I noticed that in the middle of that t-shirt, because I just pay attention to everything, there was like this kind of, I don't know, seemed like it was like a breaking point or something on there. Like something was being dug or something. And, the shirt, if you look at the shirt, because, like how my shirt is right here, how if I had an image on here, you would see only a piece. And I don't know why on that t-shirt, it looked like it said Prince Harm. Prince Harm. Okay. Prince Harm. So, it made me think about spirit babies. Okay. All right. So I've been posting stuff over the past 3 weeks on my channel. All right. So again, the dealings with these particular people. Remember how King, okay, how we say King was a, people say King was a sellout or whatever. And I say, I love King's work. It was not I have a dream that inspired me with him. It was the things that he was saying, like we were already here. Those were the things that inspired me about King the year prior to his death and within days or weeks of it. All right. Also, it seemed like that's kind of like where I'm at right here. So it's like kind of like the end for some of us, the first group of us. Okay. The first shall be the last almost. Okay. And then, if you think about Malcolm, the things he learned when he went away and came back. Okay. I'm looking directly at this Akashic energy. They say he went to Africa, but again, you know what I'm saying? That's where he could have went and everything. But I'm just saying, it made me think about something. He tapped into something else and maybe his Akashic or something around that time. Okay. So something about a house here. Okay. And I'm seeing a house fire or a bomb or something, some kind of explosion. All right. All right. So again, yeah, because I feel like these people are now able to block the pinnacles of certain people. They've been watching very closely. They know who my spirit guides are. They know who the real gods are. Okay. The son of the north and the son of the west. All right. Okay. So I don't know if this is making this like a threat here. Okay. To spirit babies or sons. If I ruled the world, I free all my sons. Again, I feel like this right here is what they're trying to do. I feel like something, these three, I've already experienced this energy here with the three swords, but I feel like these three swords here, okay, are representing three children here, that people are somebody is trying to warn against. Okay. I don't know. I see a little boy with braids. I see a little girl with braids. Okay. And these people are, what I'm saying, I feel like that's not going to happen. Like, I feel like if I'm speaking on it here, it's calling these people out. But I think that these people feel like they're crazy. They feel like they bold. This illusion here. And then I don't want to buy into illusions. I'm just telling y'all what I'm seeing here. All right. But I see this, something about a buckle also. Right. And then I see the head of this child here. It's kind of like it's an illusion or something here. And I don't know if that illusion, because this is a little curly haired little child, like a boy probably. And I don't know if this is an illusion, given by the connection with the divine masculine. It's almost like there's a protection, something of these children, these three children in the heavens, on earth, or in elevated statuses that I'm connected to. Like, I feel like I'm a protector of them. I feel like I'm not a god of them, but a guide or a protector or something of those children. I feel like they're connected to my familial line or something of that nature. Okay. Yeah. It's this energy here. Okay. And it makes me feel like, again, a Queen of Wands energy and a little black cat. Okay. This could represent, again, a mother and a daughter here. This also could represent a mother and a daughter when it comes to God-verting forces. But I feel like in this instance, this may be a Queen of Wands and her little cat, her little baby girl, her house cat that stays in the house. Okay. Right. Okay. Remind me of the black cat that walked past my path yesterday. All right. I feel like these are all signs coming in here. I feel like this is how they want to keep me. Now, this is just keeping me outside, blocked off of what the big world is talking about. This is also like trapping somebody in a certain, making them so they can't move, right? This would be blocking somebody's finances, blocking their mind, using high-tech, advanced technology to, I'm hearing crescendo. So that got something to do with sound, right? Okay. All right. So I don't know, like I said, but it's like this David energy or David, almost like a sacrifice here, almost. Okay. And I feel like somebody was tricked into this, but that was my point. Okay. So we talk about that. We talk about King going to the White House and everything like this or whatever. But I feel like at some point in time, these people didn't know that they were being used. Okay. I knew from the beginning that whatever this energy was that came in with the twin flames and with these connections, that it was a tiny chance, or really a big chance at first, that this could be some kind of program run by the government. Okay. But then again, toward the end of it, it feels like You know, I feel like this is a test. I feel like this, but I'm gonna play the game. Okay. I feel like this is a test. I feel like this is something here to see how far I will go. Okay. And if I'm fearless, if I'm really fearless or not, because I'm a sitting duck in this instance. And again, if you're gonna talk a big game, yeah, you might say, oh, you gotta run the streets. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be tough, or you're gonna be, you know, like capping or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I feel like a real motherfucker be in the same house they've been in the whole damn time, while they know all these attacks been going on at their house, and daring a motherfucker to come and drop some shit. You see what I'm saying? That's a real motherfucker that don't move. Fuck, I'm running for. All right? Yeah. All right. So again, because they see light, right? But I don't think they know the darkness. And again, here we go with the dark. Sylvia Plath. And this is making me think about these roots right here that's coming out of her lower half. Because you motherfuckers don't know. You see what I'm saying? It's all kind of shit going on over here in this realm, in the soil. It's all about the soil. All right. So again, freedom. I can't breathe. All right. I can't breathe. This is causing people to kind of, yeah, it's Five of Wands energy, definitely. Okay. And I feel like this is causing people to kind of spaz the fuck out right now. All right. So we have Charlotte Perkins, or spaz out right now. I won't, let me stop the cursing. All right. Okay. So it says Gilman, freedom. Okay. And she has these third eyes here. She has all these pictures. If you look at these are like, you know, pictures of your ancestors that be hanging on the wall, but they just all in mid air, waiting for them. I'm telling you right now, this is what I sense. We'll see. And that's why I'm saying I'm always up for the motherfucking game. I'm always up for it. All right. Because again, that's what I feel like is coming in, whether it's rumors of war or real war energy. You know, I'm going to talk about this article or this thing that I was just, this clip that I was just listening to about, Russia and invasion and things like this, and everybody get out. And, you know, I'm going to tell you something about that. It's pissing me off. All right. Yeah, this is that energy right here. All right. Like, nah, ain't nobody really like worried. I'm not about to be sitting here, you know, any old kind of, you know, not paying attention, but ain't nobody like, if it's gonna be what it is, let it be. Let's see. All right. So again, it's we have the sun here. And again, this is the energy right here, you know, blonde hair, blue eyes, that, you know, one of these babies, you know, and his head is in the sky or in the clouds. Feel like these people are, when you're in a high status, that's why I tell you I worry about the divine energies more than, counterparts more than myself, right? Their children, their families, because they are in the public eye and they can't speak the way that I can. Not saying that they can't, but I'm just saying publicly, you know, and not saying that I can speak like that either. It's just saying it's all a matter of time at this point. Because these people are taking up crafty counsel against, you know, the chosen ones. All right. They're trying to see who your so-called ops or whatever are, trying to blocking on unions and stuff like that of people getting together. Rather, this is just some people getting together to make plans to, you know, move on or whatever. They want people to be separated, cause division. That's why I don't get mad at other energies that, you know what I'm saying, I come across here. All right, because it's bigger than that. It's bigger than us, right? So again, left out in the cold. And I think they have convinced, but I think that there's somebody that did not go nowhere. This is a showdown. Rather, this is just for play, you know what I'm saying? Or if these are just acts, right? There's something about to be going down here, okay? And I feel like I was in this energy, but it's not that I don't think about which way to go. It means I'm staying right the fuck here because this is mine, right? And so again, this is my kingdom. Okay, I'm the captain. All right. So again, at the end of the day, I'm not going nowhere. Why would I be running from my place? All right. So, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like this has something to do with South Carolina too. And somebody laying claim to a throne or something down there that belongs to me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like even, like I said, in California, Texas, and in New York, I feel like those are major places. I feel like Alabama is what the energy is saying to me. Even the area where the Louisiana Purchase was, okay? All right, and the Queen of Cups is watching really closely, all right? So if you guys even know, like, again, Shay_seeking on Instagram. And if you guys, you know, you could kind of go through my timeline. Facebook and stuff is just I call the shit just in case. And just in case there's some people out there that see like I do and know what I'm talking about, all right? If somebody can follow me, all right? in the sense of like not follow me, but follow where I'm coming from. All right. So yeah, they're mixing up some stuff, trying to see. They want to hear me talking, but then they want me to shut up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that kind of energy. The cup is going to steady be overflowing, and they couldn't do anything to stop it. They're calling it COVID or how to stop it or whatever like this, but really it's just the energy of the originals waking up. At the end of the day, and then it's the energy of the Empress speaking. They're not supposed to be able to block her off or cut her off. They've been trying to do it anyways, but this is about the Empress telling it like it TI is at the end of the day in her Venus energy, all right, and her Kundalini, all right. But the thing is, her Kundalini, you see how it's not in her back, it's kind of on the side of this pillow. But look at all them weapons and shit. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. She got her own weapons. Look at that. Look at the sharp blades and stuff like that. It almost looked like a herald, like a newspaper. Read all about it on her sleeve. She got shit up her sleeve. You know what I'm saying? They don't realize that. And look at this sharp hook right here. It's reminding me of that hook, the white oak energy, because they don't know what source be sending me and what I be putting up along the way. It's so again, I look at this as like acts or for play, and I look at it for spirit, in spirituality, and then in real life as well. Because I know that some of these people like to play games. That's all they can do, but they really just do the same thing over and over again. You just have to be able to catch up to it and identify and read between the lines of what they really talking about. So I feel like there's a sun in sackcloth or whatever here. Okay, right, and whatever they're trying to do is trying to cut somebody off. I feel like this has to do with, again, the crescendo. I feel like has to do with that crescent energy. All right. And it has to do with Russia, and it has to do with the Moorish and Turkish energy. Okay. But Arabic, is really old though. And I know there's Arabic energy here in America. Let me see. Okay. It says the crescent shape is a symbol emblem used to represent the lunar phase, the first quarter. So I don't know. This makes me think about the Super Bowl even. All right. I don't know why. Okay. Maybe I should see who's playing. It says the sickle moon. Okay. So again, this is making me think about take the sharp sickle. Okay. All right. Or by extension, a symbol representing the moon itself. So I feel like what happened is they did some kind of sacrifice. Blood sacrifice can be also abortion. It could be miscarriage and stuff like that. So taking a sharp sickle and pricking something. This makes me think about, again, immaculate conception with the sun. And somebody did something to the womb in order to cause some kind of disruption. Okay. I can't talk all how I want to. You see what I'm saying? But you see what I'm saying. All right. So if you've been following me, again, Shay Seeking on Facebook, Shay_Seeking on Instagram, and then here on American Empress Unchained on YouTube, and then American Aborigines Unchained in the Facebook group. Okay. So there's a lot of people watching this closely. All right. I channel through music, lyrics, the biblical text, history, whatever. All right. So again, somebody watching this closely, right? And she knows something, all right? And I feel like this is a Queen of Swords energy, all right? All right, and I feel like most of these energies have been feminine energies. Call it what you want, all right? Call it what you want. Feminine energies. I see like a Sophia energy, you know what I'm saying? I see different energies here. I don't know, that are involved. So this happened because of something that has to do with them and their masculine. So these are couples, maybe at odds. Maybe, one person might want to do something to a child and somebody else doesn't want to, because we're talking about earthly masters. We're talking about children as in being governed or under conservatorships in so-called slavery in 2022. All right. Right. We're talking imaginary borders and lines. All right. So we're talking USSR, Russia in America energy, Afghanistan in America, or Iraq, Chirac. Okay. These are the kind of things that we're talking about. Okay. All right. So again, I heard them talking about this on the media, right? And the guy said something, Kirby. Okay. Because that source had me write down these keywords. All right. So we got Kirby, Kerr. Okay. Crescendo. Wheat, Empress, okay, the suckle moon, all right, Dang, I can't even. Peter Pumpkin Eater. You know, it made me think about Pumpkinhead, or somebody wanted to bash somebody's head in and take the insides of their head. Do you get what I'm saying? What is this? What this say? All right. And what did we say about this woman here? This one card that we pulled earlier. All right, when I showed you guys the boxes, the Queen of Scrolls. Those scrolls ain't in her hand. It's in her hand, yeah, because she is a high priestess, and this high priestess in tarot has the Torah in her hand. But also, we're talking about the Queen of Scrolls because this is a high priestess. I would consider myself an oracle, scryer, all these things, right? But also the Empress, okay? Because the Empress harbors all the shit in the deck, all right? So again, the Queen of Scrolls, that's that energy here, you know, of an all-seeing, all-knowing kind of energy, a connection to source, all right? A deep connection to source, all right? And so again, this energy, you know, see, people say that people are funny. So I'm getting Joker here. I'm getting Batman, Batmobile, Batgirl, COVID energy with the energy of the bat biting an animal, which animals also represent people. Okay. All right. But I'm feeling like somebody wants to, you know, crash or, you know, again, hitman with the wand. Like I said the other day, it made me think somebody want to take something. I'm even seeing a bat. Okay. Something with the UK. Okay. All right. Because everybody got witches and sorcerers in here in the game going at the Empress and the Emperor. Okay. All right. From all sides, wanting them not to be able to trust each other in their connection. All right. So Jesus and the Christ energy. Okay. That's just what it is. But I feel like if there was some kind of attempt to, but there's a miscommunication here to get a woman and a child or children to safety. Okay. But I feel like this happened because of it. All right. And they warned somebody else not to come in. Maybe somebody, again, Ace of Wands is here. Okay. And maybe they're using this person's son, right, as bait, or they're using this person's son as collateral. Because again, when we talk about Solomon and the baby and being cut in half, right, they said, whichever woman said, don't do not, you know, whatever, that she's the real mother, to tell the other lady, just keep the baby. So this obviously make me think, again, we're talking about the sun energy, okay? The sun and the son, meaning like the adult son, okay? And then the child that is a son, all right? Because they're both children of God, all right? Even the wife of God energy is what we have here, right? And the wife of God is going to be American descent. The wife of Russia, or that God, would be Sophia. The thing is, I feel like I resonate with all of their energies. But again, Sophia is of Russia. We're talking third party energy, where some people have had access to you without you knowing it. And maybe the American boys weren't really aware of how much effect their wives had on their worldly, earthly children, their sons, their descendants, their cousins, their long distance cousins, as above, so below. Kim Young, I'm just saying, all right? Is, I don't know, I'm seeing like Northwest, like being, you know, New York and Chicago. You know, I don't know, martyrs and saints. So I feel like this is what they're trying to do, all right? Somebody's working feverishly, right? It's a threat. Okay. Again, I feel like this is all an act. All right. And I'm supposed to sit here and carry the burdens and not fight back. But we're going to go ahead and, because we talk about law, right? Okay. We're going to go in the book of Leviticus, which is the book of law to me. All right. And we're going to go ahead and read now that we got the keywords out. Okay. Where, when, whatever. Okay. Let me see. Durham. Okay. Charlotte, Princess Charlotte, Kim. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is that I wrote right there. All right. But those are like my keywords or whatever. All right. So they were talking about, you know, they telling Americans that are in Russia, you know, to come out, and they've been very clear with everybody. They're motherfucking lying. See, I can't stand no whole entire liar. Okay. I can't stand nobody that's been lying. All right. So the crescendo is a gradually increasing in force or loudness. All right. Increasing. Okay. To increase, to grow, to occur. So again, Russia blaming America, America talking about they're going to send troops. They not, I mean, the United States corporation. right? All right. So they're saying they're going to do whatever and they're not, and all this other stuff. So again, it's just making me think that this is a sacrifice. So even the Lord is trying to sacrifice a child of God, right? Because the Lord is more concerned about immigrants coming in. The Lord doesn't want to deal with the original people here, because the Lord or the landlord that is in the White House that has stolen or hijacked it from the Empress and the Emperor. Okay. All right. And I'm thinking Satan casting out Satan, because we had two presidents that have been wrongly placed in the White House since the 400 years been over. All right. So again, same thing, as above, so below, on earth as it is in heaven. That's talking about the energy of, what we've been already in the conspiracy theorist, but it's really not, it's really the new truth. Energy, what we've been talking about all along, that they've been controlling people. Okay. And now they're able to bring it into the homes of Americans, but not just any Americans, right? It's the ones that have come here to change the world. Okay. So just keep that in mind. So we have insightful revelations here. Okay. We have inner quiet, because that's where we should be going in right now. All right. To cast out some of this shit. All right. Using our energy. All right. Yeah. Quiet and stillness. Okay. And then ceremonial rites here. Okay. And then moon phases. Okay. So maybe there's something about a moon that I need to know about tonight. And then we have peace. Okay. And then hidden learning. Right. See, because some of these people are not aware of the hidden learning that some of us go through as children of God. All right. When it comes to laws of nature, indigenous law, all these type of things here. Okay. All right, so the crescendo I'm trying to see. So again, this was a clip on YouTube called Putin's Crescendo Moment is Building, okay? Pentagon's Kirby, okay? So that's what the title is, right? And it's on Fox News. And they're talking about how they letting people know and everything like this. But the thing that's pissing me off the most is, how can we be so sure? My theory, because we're just theoretically thinking here, we're asking questions. How am I so sure? Because we have to really think about how they were able to pull off paper genocide or any other kind of genocide or any other type of encampments, any kind of Holocaust or anything like that. How did they really pull these things off, right? So again, if we're talking about the Midwest is really the Middle East in spiritual sense. If Chirac is really Iraq. If people were left there, they keep saying American citizens. Say, if you are Black, are you considered an American citizen? Or are you dead in the eyes of law and you don't matter? Or does it dead in the laws of the eyes of law mean that they can't touch you, that you untouchable? Because it started making me think about the scripture of maybe a feminine energy that's going to have to live in a land that's not her own, and with someone that is going to speak in a different language, okay? This is all about the Queen of Wands energy. Alter or alternative energy, astral energy. Why I said I feel like there was an attack on my mind or on my subconscious, okay? It's almost reminding me of like a myth about some family sacrificing their daughter to I think in that thing, it was like a werewolf man or something like that, okay? Because she was afraid to leave the house. But all this whole time, there has not been, anybody come to help or anything in the 3D. I've only had like telepathic energy, and it was never really clear, okay? Because I feel like they have a blockage or something, so that the knight in shining armor never really shows up, right? And if they do, it'll be like, so I married an axe murderer, okay? So it's pissed off the masculine that he can't get in contact with the star because he thinks the star is ignoring her. But all in all, there's some kind of magic being used, okay? There's some kind of something with the elements around here that's being used to block the emperor from that star or that empress energy, so that we can't call justice on what these people did, because they think that they're going to leave people in a certain place, maybe in the Midwest, aka the Middle East. All right, with these rumors of wars or wars, you can take it how you want to. We're just following the line, and we're dealing with what source is saying here, whether it's what they want us to perceive or what it is. So rumors of war and war. All right, so we're not causing any kind of commotion or anything. We're just thinking out loud. All right. So they're saying, yeah, we're even giving this and we're giving that and we're giving finances. People need to get out. We've been clear about getting out. Get out of what? Okay, so if Crimea or Crimea River, because somebody's salty about some kind of connection that didn't happen, because we really don't understand that right in front of you, you may look at it like that's just a regular girl. Nobody wants nothing from that person. But if you're really listening to what I'm saying here, you will understand that, yeah, you see what I'm saying? How valuable. See, we run around and we say these things to each other. We've been saying them for the past 10 years, so-called in the conspiracy realm, but it seemed like everybody done lost their mind or they don't remember what we talking about here, okay? When it comes to the black market and things like that, okay? So, and again, when we talk about the sweet potato pie or American women are very sought after when it comes to certain things, right? They can get away with doing certain things in third world countries that they wouldn't get away with doing here. But a lot of our women here are missing. Okay. So again, I feel like whatever it is going to be a task. I may have to suffer through something. I may be captured. Okay. It's making me think of even something like, I was looking at Ruby Bridges as a Christ. Okay. Because what if they did to her on the way to her school? Right? And me on the way to the school board in the Clearport complaining about governors and energies like this, right? And how everybody just all up in arms about it, right? But then I also thought about who else? Ruby Bridges, and then I also thought about somebody else as a Christ energy. But I feel like that's so crooked because if they're sitting there saying that, and if Crimea and if the Ukraine is really talking about, again, areas in the south of the Midwest or, in this particular area, okay? Because I'm thinking Aurora, right? North Star, North Pole, all these North Node, okay? I feel like Scorpio is maybe in the North Node, but I feel like, again, with this, I'm just thinking they got somebody else trying to access the south gate of the Lion's Gate. Something foreign, which should be not even, it's not allowed when I'm thinking I'm reading this text, that they should not be letting foreign or just anybody come in around the southern area of the Empress or the kingdom or in that sense, right? So it's almost like to ravish something or to ruin it, right? To degrade it or defile it when it comes to a feminine temple here. Okay, because somebody passed all the tests and they don't know what else to do. They don't know what else to do. That's why that Fool card came out earlier. All right. So for them saying this, and again, I don't know what the rest of the world is seeing, right? Because sometimes I feel like I'm in a glass case or something, right? But I don't know what the rest of the world is seeing, but what I'm seeing is that whatever they're talking about here is happening in America. This is for Americans to be worried about in America, unless everybody's brain has been swapped and we're back at 1812 where the line of demarcation has been placed and the North now belongs to other countries like Russia and China and other places. Like, I'm just saying, why can't we just say it for what it is? Because this is what source is like driving into my head. And so we wonder how these things, these silent wars and things like that happen because, again, we're not reading between the headlines, you know what I'm saying? But I think somebody like to mess with my mind. I think somebody like to also put these things together, right? So that's probably why it says rumors of war, to see how advanced I am, because we see this Pentagon back here, okay? And Sekhmet, again, the headpiece on the Pharaoh's head is the Pentagon. Sekhmet, or that American lioness, the American lioness. She is, okay, that energy is, okay? That's the father's daughter that he wakes up when he needs her. Because that is the pure embodiment, the essence is the feminine energy. The strong force and brute, the military is the masculine energy. The mind, the mastermind, not in the logical way, because men think more logical most times, but that more centering yourself and pulling out what the universe and what God is, that connection to God is that wife. It's the sons, it's the children of God who he chose and selected and anointed without it being nobody's business before you came out of your mother's womb when they tagged your ass, is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the all. That's the energy that I'm talking about. All right. So again, it makes me mad if this is talking about something that's going to be happening here in Americas. And again, they're saying, and people, the lady in the news said, well, why do it seem like people just going on and doing their life, their daily things or whatever? If this is a threat, Americans are just, they're over there with Russia, but they're just doing their daily lives like regular. They're not concerned. And then he's like, well, we've been very, no, the fuck you haven't. You see, and that's what makes me so mad, because they have not been clear. Because many Americans probably don't know, and it's probably not even gonna matter, because I keep hearing like this radio, I keep sensing like this radioactive thing, or like when people had the underground bunkers and shit back in the day. You know what I'm saying? It's even making me think about that one movie, Encino Man. Okay. All right. But it's giving me that energy. This could be a rumor just to push somebody off of their throne and have them running scared like a vagabond. All right. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It had to be questioned, whatever it is. And then I said, well, hell, if Crimea is really in Illinois, you see what I'm saying? Then, you know what I'm saying? Then nobody don't really know what we talking about. You keep the calm. You don't cause this disturbance. The other people don't really leave. And then a little bit, again, because I'm thinking about King saying, go to the South, right? Okay? For certain people, all right? And in one of these scriptures we were just reading of there, it said go to the South, and then it told somebody, no, just stay here. Now, and you stay here. You stay put right here. All right. So again, this may not be as horrible as it seems. Right? This may be somebody that's actually maybe a guest, but they because they said, do you think that people in Ukraine are going to mistreat Americans, if they find them there? All right. And they're saying no, but if the United States corporation is not going to do anything, if they do, then what signal is that sending? So again, it's very strategic here. Whether it's rumors of war to get people going and to see if people are still able to, some of this stuff is just to see if those of us that are advanced in nature, what we think about the shit. All right? Period. That's why it's called rumors of war. And sometimes it's really a war. And sometimes it's really some people trying to get wiped out. Rather they just removing your nationality or changing your nationality or your status. You see what I'm saying? In order to be able to take you in as slaves or prisoners of war, because we were never slaves, the Americans. We were prisoners of war. That means somebody came in, infiltrated, took over your land, and then turned you into a prisoner of war. The real Slavnik or Slavic people that came over was the other people that came over. But then those people became the Dutch in them. They became your overseers that was sometimes the same skin color or darker than you. All right? The ones that we did the video on seeing people that look like us whipping us. It's not to bring down our people. It's to tell the truth. So when I see other females and I see right through their ass and I see what they saying to the people and try to make it seem like something so-called black people losing a black card. You see what I'm saying? Calling people out when I see you. You know what I'm saying? It's funny to me. Because they know exactly who they are. And again, they're more swarthy than copper colored. Like the Germans, okay? I was about to say Germany. The Germans. Just saying. All right? Why did I hear Napoleon Dynamite? Anyways, we're going to go ahead and read this, all right? Because I'm interested in what the text is saying. This is where source led me in the biblical text. So we ran on about what I think, all right? And what I feel when they're saying this and why it pisses me off. Because this is how they do, this is silent wars. This is how they're able to eliminate whole towns of people and things like that, all right? Rather, again, we're talking legalities, again, with ships, citizenships, relationships, your penmanship, okay? All right? So again, joining with unions and shit like that. Like join us or else you die. All right. So there was something in here about a large fire coming up out of the sky. So it makes me think again about some kind of missile test or somebody thinking that they're going to, set somebody's house on fire. Could be soon. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and read. All right. So we have here, We're in, I'm gonna go ahead and read Exodus 40 just because, and I told y'all 40 is one of them numbers that keep popping up, right? So again, Exodus 40, okay? It says, led by fire and the cloud, okay? So again, the fire is making me think about a fire king. It's making me think about an eruption. It's making me think about, what else? The Kundalini energy, okay? Even on the Empress, on the back of the Empress here, all right? Something charging something here, okay? Some kind of covering, the Iron Dome, okay? Chemtrails, all right? Somebody's setting up a tabernacle. That's giving me sneaky Pete energy. So again, maybe that's the Pete right there. Maybe that is the Pete Buttigieg or Pete, whoever this dating this person, okay? Maybe, you know what? Maybe it is. Because that shirt said Prince Harm. The way his coat, his shirt was covered up, it said Prince Harm. And he was holding hands with his girlfriend, and the paparazzi caught a picture of it, right? Prince Harm. I don't know what that is talking about. I don't know if they're considering me a prince, my daughter a prince, a son of mine a prince. I don't know. I feel like this is the wedge between the lovers. Whatever this red shit is right here, this is the thing that's between the two energies that are supposed to be meeting up as one to heal the earth, okay? On a spiritual level here. Yeah, this is the third party. And look, the third party, all right? Something peaking right here, okay? And her cup is higher than, again, she's clothed with the sun or yellow, right? She's the one with all the abundance. She got the grapes and the fruit in her hand is falling all around her, going around the back of the scene. And look, that pumpkin right there. Peter, pumpkin eater. I don't know what the fuck we dealing with, but I'm telling you something now. Something don't sound right. All right. All right. And then the youthful one right here. It's almost like somebody wants to get rid of this energy here. She is the one that has the real abundance. She even got feathers and, leaves and shit in her hair. All right. So they can take this more youthful approach here. All right. I'm just saying, somebody that's in the likeness of God. All right. Whatever this is causing a war in heaven. Some people think they've been played. Some people feel bad. Some people think that, they already been forgiven by me. You know what I'm saying? Some people think they might have, dropped the ball on me or something, right? On this union or whatever. Okay. This is real life shit. This is past prophecy. All right. Something about, I don't know, something about China. Okay. I don't know, because I feel like they're just on the fence for me. All right. It's on the fence about what they're doing here or who they're looking to help. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. Because I'm hearing like, you don't hear really about China no more. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this issue anymore, it's just Russia. Like Marsha. So it makes me think, the sun, I know that they're doing the Olympics or something right now though too. And the sun, with this flag here, it always gives me some kind of something about China here. All right. All right. So let's go into Leviticus. Okay. Leviticus real quick. It was a card that I was going to pull. Okay, but let's just read it here. Okay, so we're going to be in Exodus 40 and 33. All right. And it says, then he erected the enclosure surrounding the tent. All right. Oh. The community. Oh. So I'm thinking like Maleficent, the black Moors and the white Moors on Maleficent. I'm thinking this card here that we just pulled. Hold on, y'all. Let me get myself together. The whole entire part of this life. Where did it go? Oh my goodness. That's reminding me of this card. Remember, I just looked at it earlier. Right here. Look, turning the community. Right? Because it's almost like one person ain't gonna stop no show. Okay? One doe. All right? And look, she got the little black cat underneath her. And look, her head is cut off. Peter, pumpkin eater, pumpkin fucking head. All right, but that eye or this evil eye, right? This got to do with the UK. All right, some English or British or something here. And this web, remember I just said earlier, it seemed like they trying to make a web for me to go into. Look, the spider was here. Oh shoot, I'm dropping all the cards. And then the toad. See, they trying to put it like an empress with a fucking toad, man. This knife representing some cutting or something, some sacrifice that they did. I'm telling you. But then also this could be a fantasy. I feel like some people like this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those movies that, you know, the people end up you know, they get people out on their land or whatever, and then they let them loose, you know what I'm saying, and go hunting for them. So maybe that's the get out energy that I'm seeing here. So again, this could all be perceived. All right. This could all be alleged. But is it? Is it? The shit is just too, you see what I'm saying? It's just too something to not like, it's just too, this shit is just crazy. All right. Let's see. All right. So this is making me think about the community energy here. Getting a community to go against somebody. Because we not even dealing with people. We dealing with fucking zombies. I'm telling you, zombies is not going to have dried up blood on their face. They're going to be looking just like the people that you go to work with every day and punch that clock with. All right? Just saying, it's about it's a way of mind. It's your mindset. You know, what are people dealing with here? All right? Ooh, what was the other card that we had here? Okay, so again, then he erected the enclosure surrounding the tent, okay? The tent. I'm even thinking about the tent having something to do with genital mutilation and the altar. Okay? So the tent and the altar. Seeing that we got these naked lovers here, this is making me think about, like I said, what I just said. And set up the curtain door. Excuse me. If we look at the world card, which we're going to just have to do. Yeah, we just got to do it. Ain't nobody came here to play no games. If you look at the tent card, even at the card that we pulled earlier that I said looked like, look at this. It also looks like an O. It looks like, you know, we have this part right here, right? This would be like considered an eye of whatever this is, right? And this is a black cat here. And this stuff is piled up here, all right? And I said that earlier, that kind of was giving me the world card energy here. This has something to do with something here. We talking about some crazy shit. You see what I'm saying? Here's a sneaky peek. All right. Up to something. All right. Up to something sneaky. Like I said, astral energy. All right. What was God trying to tell somebody when that fucking explosion happened at that concert? I don't know. Because God knew what was going on, whether these people knew it or not back then. Yeah. The devil energy of a masculine being charged to go against an empress or a divine feminine energy. Like a mad science, like Frankenstein, like, you know, mind control fucking kind of energy here. All right. Yeah. Let's look at the world card, because again, it's making me think about Shiva and telling whoever it is not to break the seal. Okay. All right. So again, this world card makes me think about, again, some type of stitches here. Snitches get stitches. So if you're a feminine energy and you find funny things going on with your body, right? This is what I'm saying. This is what this, if you look at genital mutilation of women, okay? I'm just saying. I know what I see right here. Same thing. The eye of the tiger or the lioness. I am woman. Hear me roar. Rory. I think that was her name. Lucifer's daughter. You know what I'm saying? Again, pulling on all kind of energy. Okay. This just makes me feel like they did something to somebody. I'm hearing stitches when I'm reading this. Then the cloud covered the tabernacle, and the glory of the Lord filled it. Okay? The glory of the Lord filled it. Who is the Lord of this area? Do you get what I'm saying? People that had gone through stuff, right? that they know other people talked about. And so they thought if they get in power, they could come and vandalize, rape, pillage, and do things to Americans that are not really, hip, or that did not take the antidote. So they may not have all their full spidey senses, but they still connected to source, and source is going to show victory in the end and want somebody to know, yeah, touch not my anointed, because I've already fucking anointed them. I've already anointed them. They don't need that outside influence or that shit that you got when we talk about temperance. Whatever they got mixed up in them cups and want to put it inside of you. Because in that reading that we did, it said there were certain things that were not supposed to go inside of people. And believe me, human cells of some small, I think it was cells from aborted white male children that went into the vaccine or the antidote. Okay. And again, source said no. All right. So it may be a disadvantage a little bit, right? But at the same time, let's see how nature works. Let's see how nature works. All right. So it says, Moses was not able to enter because the cloud was standing there. Okay. So again, this makes me think about the cloud. Okay. This is making me think about the 5 of swords. Which one is it? Where there's a cloud here blocking the man with the sword here. That's blocking anyone from coming in. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 4 of swords is that? Sending these people along their way. So there's somebody here that has claimed something. And I'm thinking something about some abortion. Okay. I'm thinking something about, I'm thinking something about something. I'm thinking that the wrong people got a hold of the tabernacle. The tent. The Ark of the Covenant energy. And the sharp sickle it may not be actual where somebody actually defiled someone, but they actually inserted something like artificial insemination. Like, I'm just saying, this is past, present, and future. Take it how it resonates with you. All right. And again, because we do have this card that says fantasy here. All right. So again, this could be something that don't resonate nowhere. But then again, some of you that have experienced strange things may sense things like this, right? Again, I feel like whatever this is faded here. It's meant to confuse the people, right? It's meant to make you think that it's a joke. It's meant to try to show somebody that they crazy or something like this. It's meant to, you know what I'm saying, make a fool or a mockery out of the chosen ones. But it doesn't matter. It's about the matter of the mind and how we putting this shit together. So even if it's something that's just perceived, it don't matter. Once you put it all together, you can see that somebody's playing mind games with somebody, or you're going to see that they really was trying to do something to somebody. It's going to be either or. All right. It's going to be either or. All right. And it says, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. Now, this made me think about a real dark cloud that was hanging over yesterday evening. All right. All right. This could be also talking about that gray skies or dark skies I'm hearing. Okay. And it says, whenever the cloud lifted and moved, the people of Israel journeyed onward, okay, following it. But if the cloud stayed, they stayed until it moved, all right? The cloud rested upon the tabernacle during the daytime, and at night there was fire in the cloud so that all the people of Israel could see it, all right? Now, this making me think about, again, something going on in the daytime, all right? But then at nighttime, a fire in the clouds. It's making me think some kind of jet or some kind of something, okay? Or this could be also something, this reminds me of that movie, a clip to a movie of a whole bunch of people, like I think in South America or something like that. There was some kind of awakening or something. And all the people in the movie were like, what was it? All the people in the movie were stopping in the middle of nowhere, and they would look up to the sky. I think their eyes would roll behind their fucking head and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like something like this, okay? I'm just saying. I'm just telling y'all what I'm channeling, what I'm seeing here. All right? Yeah. And all the people, so it's kind of like somebody is in a glass jar. It's like somebody is in a position in a public eye, and everybody's watching. Everybody's watching Also, like while a knight in shining armor is whisked away or turned or altered in order to go towards another energy and leave an empress with a frog, right? And it just seems like also what happens here. This knife for some reason is bothering me. It's really bothering me. And there's so many people that's hateful against the chosen ones that they're just happy that it's over with. They don't want to talk about it anymore. They don't want to watch anymore. So they're going to watch something foul happen to, or again, it could be all, like I said, some kind of setup or some kind of act. Because acts is talking about lights, camera, action. All right. All right. I feel like somebody likes to see the way my mind works. All right. That's my job, is to sit here and put together these puzzles and shit all day. All right. Because nothing else is moving. All right. Okay, it says this continued throughout their journey. Okay, and it says the Lord now spoke to Moses from the tabernacle and commanded him to give the following instruction to the people of Israel. When you sacrifice to the Lord, okay, so again, I don't know why anybody's sacrificing anything to a Lord, because the Lord is not God. All right, use animals from your herd and flocks. All right, so this is people sacrificing their sons and daughters. Okay. This could be to prison, jail, a work camp. It could be, whatever it could be. Death, there's first, again, these people could be being sacrificed to move on to another location or a different life or something like this. All right. I don't know why I'm hearing like Benjamin Button. Okay. Some of us, the chosen ones, we kind of usually age slower and shit like that. So again, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We be feeling a little different and shit. So I don't know. All right. It says, if you're sacrificed to an ox, okay, be burnt, boom, boom, boom. So I don't want to talk about that. I want to go. Oh, no, I did. All right. I wanted to see who we talking about in Leviticus. So Leviticus chapter 1, verse 1. The Lord now spake to Moses from the tabernacle. Okay. So this is the Lord. This is not God talking to nobody. This is a Lord or a Lordess now speaking to Moses from the tabernacle, and commanded him to give the following instructions to the people of Israel. This is not God speaking to the people of Israel. Don't mean you don't need to listen, but when it comes to these kind of things, the Lord does not override what God said. And God talks to me all day, daily. You understand what I'm saying? So I know what's right and wrong when I hear it. I don't always have it all together, but there's something. All right. It says, when you sacrifice to the Lord, use animals, your herds, from your herds and flocks. So it's almost like, some people, like, I feel like this be a setup for me. Some masculine energy on this fucking plane wants a trophy or something to keep or something. It's weird. And some families want some funds. It's weird. All right. Because the spiritual essence is still going on in the background. It's like scapegoat or sacrificial energy. And it might be the best life in the world that somebody might be going off to. But at the same time, it may not be. And people should have a choice. All right? They should be involved in what's going to be happening with them and their well-being. All right? So again, sacrificing the oxen. So this is bringing me back to the Dogon energy and the red heifer. The wailing wall. The bull. The Taurus. Okay, Inanna, the mother goddess, that's not going to rest until her children are safe. That's territorial. The lioness, that's not going to rest until her children are safe. And that means all of them. All right, so now we know who we're talking to. Let's go ahead and go into 19, because that's where I wanted to go. All right, because I feel like this is talking about something right now. All right. Let's see. All right. So again, it says the Lord told Moses to tell the people of Israel, you must be holy because I, the Lord, your God, the Lord, right? If somebody's choosing to put a Lord as their God, that's fine. Right? If I'm the Lord, then I'm my God. But if this is somebody trying to put somebody in the likeness of God, in the position of God, in a title of God, and trying to put them over the people that may put them in danger, I have a problem with that. So let's go ahead and read. All right. This is like somebody saying, I'm the captain now. Right. Now, if it's the true holy one, fine. But if it's not the true holy one and they don't have all the tools that's necessary, then no, it's not. All right. So again, it says, the Lord your God am holy. You must respect your mothers and fathers and obey your Sabbath laws. For I am the Lord your God. Do not make or worship idols. So this is again, the Lord is saying don't make or worship idols. Somebody is taking over. This could be the legit Lord, or this could be somebody in the likeness of God, or a fake Lord or Lordess. All right. That could be using their brute power and things like this in order to order around other people's lives, to put them in some kind of servitude when they are sovereign citizens. They're a sovereign nation. Do you get what I'm saying? Because we will be, maybe not realize or understand what this is talking about. If it's the rightful person, okay. But if it's not, then it's not okay. And this is the energy of me when I feel like I was dealing with my spiritual team of telling people not to take on these other feminine energies as a God. Yes, okay. Feminine energies, nobody's saying nobody can't have no connections, but I'm just saying you can't put, just like a queen is going to tell you, yeah, that's your wife, but I'm the queen. You're going to do what I say in this kingdom. And if I have to worry about you going to somebody else's kingdom or somebody else's hive, you see what I'm saying, and talking shit about me or doing whatever and letting them in between mine gates, then we have a problem. Where does your loyalty lie? Because if all you want to do is bring some kind of gestures of love and some kind of something like this, and you know what I'm saying, you don't want to bring in kind of support or protection, then that means that already let me know where your loyalty lies. All right. It's almost like God having to practice or tell loyalty to his angels or her angels. What kind of sense do that make? Especially when every time somebody come or call, I was there. This is somebody forcing people or people choosing to walk away from someone because of other reasons here. Okay? For money, greed, something else. All right? And it says, I am Jehovah, your God. Okay, so now this might seem a little bit more something here. And Jehovah was a jealous God. It says it in here. All right. Jealous of what? I don't know. Maybe somebody's light. Maybe of somebody being around other people. So they wanted to take it and contain it and put it to the side and not let nobody else touch it. Mine. I don't know. This could be a feminine energy or a masculine energy. It says when you sacrifice a peace offering to the Lord. All right. So I don't know why we're going back to saying the Lord, because it just exclaimed that I am the Lord your God. So why don't it just go ahead and say I am Jehovah your God when you sacrifice a peace offering to me or God, right? Offer it correctly so that it will be accepted. Now look, it says to the Lord though. We switching up here. There's too much shit going on here. I am the Lord your God. Do not worship other idols. No, do not make or worship idols. For I am Jehovah, your God. When you sacrifice a peace offering to the Lord, do you see what I'm saying? Offer it correctly so that it will be accepted. Eat it the same day you offer it. Okay? But this made me think about some kind of blessings or something. Then maybe this is why the pentacle is here. All right? Because I feel like, again, maybe this has to do with, somebody trying to give somebody something. Yeah, that's the offerings here. Okay? Yeah, that's the offerings here. That I just seen with the mother. But it's like something that's telling me don't take nothing from nobody. That's making me think about the offerings here. Like a cup, like an offering from a cup here. Okay? This is really making me think about the mother and the son here. I can't remember which one this is. Is it 3 of Cups or what? Yes, yeah, so, okay, the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like these are gifts from God here. But some of this shit is just an illusion here. Okay? I'm hearing you hate that you bought the dream when they sold you one. Okay? You know what I'm saying? I'll take care of you. Okay? But it's also making me think about wants and needs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Oh my goodness, why can't I find her? I hope y'all enjoying your Sunday evening. I kind of am, but I'm just kind of a little bit irritated right here. Because I feel like whatever this is, I think they talking about some kind of movement on Wednesday. All right. When it comes to this rumors of war or war energy. Okay. And I feel like this is an offering. Let's just put it like that. I feel like this is an offering coming from, here it is. All right. 1, 2, 3, wait, 2, 4, 6. All right. 6 of cups. Okay. Where this person right here with this red thing on is, you know, and it's almost like this person is a giant. You know, it's almost making me think about, you know, the Nephilim, you know, the sons of God came down and had, you know, children with the women. Okay. So these children are a little bit larger than life. Okay. And again, this is making me think again about one of these children bringing a gift to a woman here. Okay. That's what that's making me think about. Okay. All right, and it says, yeah, eat it or consume it the same day. Okay, so like if you ask for something and source gives it to you, you know, take it the same day. All right, but again, if you're not getting the memo, then I don't know what the hell that means. All right, or the next day at the latest. Any remaining until the 3rd day must be burned. Okay, for any of it eaten on the 3rd day is repulsive to me, and we will not be accepted. Okay, if you eat it on the 3rd day, you are guilty for your profane and holiness of Jehovah, and you shall be excommunicated. So this is making me think about somebody cut off from communication from Jehovah's people. Okay, but I feel like these are cheaters here. These are people that are blocking blessings. These are people that are blocking stuff. They may even be using a wand or something else to place up, or a sword, Ace of Swords. No, Ace of Swords is more the truth. But they may use a wand, or they may be using something to distract someone. Okay, they may be using something else because it says a hand in the cloud. Okay, that makes me think of all the aces here. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. Okay. All right. So it's also making me think about like messages that come in. Okay. Downloads and stuff like that. All right. So this also makes it make me think about something here too. But I feel like there's so many tricks going on here. You know, that's the thing. I don't got time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's some things that I had to learn last time that I'm trying to learn this time not to do. You know what I'm saying? That took me too far down the rabbit hole. Okay. It says, when you harvest your crops, don't reap the corners of your fields. Do not pick up stray grains of wheat from the ground. So again, this is making me think, yeah, this is making me think no new friends. Okay. Like scraggly things hanging around, no new friends. All right. Yeah, because the Empress has wheat at her feet. Okay. All right. So it says here, let's see, in the time with your grape crop. Okay, so again, we see that the devil is sitting here, and that's what I said. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say it? All right. That it concerns me because the devil is sitting right on here with this devil card. Okay. Holding a fire. So what did I just say? They use a wand, a distraction. You know what I'm saying? A king of wands or a page of wands. That's why they came out last night. Okay. So yeah, that's what they're doing. Okay. Somebody else is coming into the mind of someone. Okay. Rather that is, you know, your wishes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing is the trickery of them, you know, trying to mix up who is the divine masculine. Because somebody like me has to deal with a lot of different energies, being that energy of right hand of the God. So again, I deal with different energies here. They're not all that kind of same relationship. Right? So again, this fire here, it says something about fire here coming out. And again, the devil is lighting this fire to this masculine's behind, okay, to get him to come to this girl. He's got his hand reaching out and she's looking like, I'm not really too sure about this, okay? She's looking out she looked like she's looking for help. Like, somebody, do I take this shit or not? But she only got one little bunch of grapes left, right? The King of Pentacles got all the fucking grapes on his throne, sticking to the tar, okay? Or the tar heels, okay? Now, I don't know exactly which King of Pentacles. There's many Kings of Pentacles, all right? There's many Kings of Pentacles. So I don't know which King of Pentacle. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. All I know is there's 3 main masculine energies in my field. 1 in the 3D and then 2 in the other dimension. The King of Pentacles, okay? So again, the devil is lighting a fire to this masculine's behind to get him to get this girl's grapes. This could also be, again, 3 months, 3 days, 3 something that have to do with, because if you look at that abortion act, like they can go and take the baby out up into a certain, when it's asking how big are the things, grapes growing on the trindles or whatever like that. You have to really think about what we're really talking about here, okay? Just saying. And if you really read those things there, you can see what we're talking about. There's always a parallel something to it. There's always what you're perceiving, what they're showing you, what you see, and there's always another dimension, another level to it. I'm just saying, all right? And after a certain amount of weeks, you can't, in certain states, you can't, get an abortion, or you can't do whatever this would be, okay? All right, so it says, with your grape crop, don't strip every last piece of fruit from the vines. Right, this is these are parts we're talking about, okay? These, in Jupiter ascending, what did her brother kind of try to sell her out to do? Go to the place to give what? I'm just saying. Don't strip every last piece of fruit from the vines, okay? Don't take all of them, but look. And you look at the King of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles don't have no grapes. The 9 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles have all the grapes. How does that work? How does the Queen of Pentacles don't have no grapes, but the 9 of Pentacles does? That's that third party energy. That's the conservatorship that some of the royals are under with distant family, relatives, or again, governing forces that are here on this plane right now that have secret conservatorships over you and your trust and whatever else, because, a lot of us are not really crafty when it comes to that part of things. Especially when it comes to Levites, they are more spiritual essence. They're the more spiritual part. This is why people were sent to help them, but they didn't help them. They harmed them, or they knocked them down and crawled right over their back and broke up the spoils. Because the Levites are going to have wealthy harvests. The Levites is going to be very fucking rich and abundant. The scribes and shit, they're going to be abundant. Somebody had other plans. And other entities and family members are also going to give their harvest to the Levites when they leave, because the Levites are the priestly ones. They're the caring ones. They are the ones, right? Meaning your grandparents was probably the ones writing some of this shit in this book. All right. Don't pick up the grapes that fall on the ground. Okay. So this makes me think about, commoners, peasants, and servants. Okay. This makes me think some of us being at an elevated status and then people using society to try to knock us down. But again, there's something already inferior within you. Now, so society might want to say that you fail because you broke, you ain't got this and that. But I'll tell you, I keep on telling you, Jesus didn't have nothing. It don't have nothing to do with that. It's about abundance and richness within yourself. And that's what people don't get. And that's why the shit is the way it is. And some people will sit there and watch you with nothing, starving, and got something, and they won't give it to you. Again, money for whores, but can't feed the poor. That's why people coming in with those special visas, right? Watching your babies and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Leave them for the poor, for those traveling through. This is talking about all the motherfuckers coming up through the border. I know what I'm talking about. Somebody can come on over here and tell me that I'm telling a lie. The money changer, Jesus, they didn't like Jesus because he was throwing over the tables of the fucking money changers that was coming in here. Prison reform. What are we able to do to people, Mr. President, while they're in these prisons? Because again, some people would like to abort their daughters because they're jealous of their daughters because the fathers favor their daughters, the earthly masters or the new slaves. And new slave masters, they favor their daughters a lot. And so some of these feminine energies don't like that. But they don't understand that the empress overruns all. The whole shit is the empresses. And so anybody do, and of course they don't want to let you get away, because all these people in the media, all these people know that they have to pay for the treasonous acts that they did against the motherfucking throne at the end of the day. So we're going to call it what it is. They can use their law. We're going to call it what it is when I'm dealing with source. That's what they think. The earthly, meaning the earth, the autochthonous, the indigenous motherfuckers is the ones. It just so happens that God, the American gods, have chosen who they wanted, but the Lord and the people in the east of the garden, the man that was placed there to preside like the president does, what did they do? They decided to make war against God and his people. It wasn't God that did it to you. It was the Lord God. Those people in the east of the fucking garden, right? Like I told you, anybody here, 30 years or less, right? I'm not saying they're all bad. But what I'm saying is a problem when there's more somewhat foreign energies, okay? There could be people that's here that came here 2 years ago and love America more than they own damn place. You know what I'm saying here. What happened over the last 20 and 30 years that it seemed like nothing is working for us, but immigrants are being brought over here on a fucking gold paved road. It makes no sense. New slaves, because you motherfuckers know who you is. And like King said, this time we coming to get our fucking check. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what kills me about these masculines. You know what I'm saying? They worry about they whatever, do whatever you want to do. But I'm just saying, as a whole, we should be fucking embarrassed. The feminine energy is the mind of the shit. The man is the logic and the brunt. How you gonna tell? Again, this is the spiritual aspect. These people is not connected, just like it says in Enoch that some people won't know. They're not the ones. How you gonna separate an empress from her military and then you not use her military to assist her with movement? If you feel like there's some energy in crouching because they sold us out. I feel like they sold us out in the Midwest. They wanted somebody because they didn't want their hands to be dirty with the blood. Just like when it talks about it in the Talmud. They'll have somebody else come in and do the dirty work. Just like, and to be honest with you, Russia said it's the United States that's the problem for all this shit. If you really want to know. Because it's not really about the turbans and nothing. It's about people. It's about people and it's about what their works are at the end of the day. I don't have nothing against nobody. They all my fucking sons at the end of the day. What I'm trying to tell you, this the historical, the symbols, signs and symbols run the world. We have to look at these things. They created these labels, these nationalities, these fucking outfits and shit. All right. Leave them for the poor traveling through. So again, this is going to be, again, for them to consume or to join on or cleave onto your bloodlines or whatever it would be. To also defile your daughters, possibly. You know, they talking about drafting young girls in the military, but what exactly does that mean? Can a ruler come in and draft your daughters into their military and then do whatever? We have to really consider this shit. And is everything going to be on a physical level? Or are we talking virtual? Or are we talking about some old other shit? I promise you ain't gonna be nobody with no damn chains put on your damn wrist marching you to no fucking ship. Matter of fact, slavery, so-called slavery today would be you doing just exactly what the fuck you've been doing. I mean, that's what it looked like to me. Sitting at home, doing whatever. Trapped in the house or whatever. Or going to work every day. It's the same damn thing. Whew. It says, you must not steal, nor lie, nor defraud. All right. You must not swear to a falsehood, thus bringing reproach upon the name of your God. All right. So I don't know if it's the Lord their God or God or Jehovah, but this is what it's saying here. All right. All right. So it says, for I am Jehovah. Okay. Wait, let's read that one more time. Thus bringing reproach upon the name of your God. And it says, for I am Jehovah. So is this somebody saying, yeah, you're going to bring reproach onto your God? And somebody saying, but I am God. Is that what somebody's saying? I mean, just kind of like what it sounded like they could have been saying. I mean, to me, there is no other God or God is beside me. This is the energy I'm picking up right now. What? That's on the 11th? That's on the 11th. That's what I was saying yesterday. When people trying to sit there and talk about another feminine or whatever, and there is no other choices. There's just no fucking comparison. There's the anointed and knows that man is the son of man and the son of God. Pick a side. Pick a side. It's the worldly people and then those that are more natural or, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Just hear what it is. That was that's the 11th verse, okay? So yeah, and what was it, okay? Or yesterday was the 12th? Yeah. All right. So this is where I'm hearing somebody say, be kind. And I am, all right? It says you should not rob or oppress anyone, and you shall pay. But again, like I said, now that Israel, okay, it's time. First shall be the last. Now that Israel wants to go ahead and claim something, now they want to shut down. Now they want to be with the mandates. Now they want to start locking people up for doing wrong. Now they want to do this. So that's what I'm saying about these people. They come in, the plants or the invaders. They come in like in the likeness of you. They do all this shit, burn down your communities in the name of you, like Black Lives Matter and all this other shit. And the whole time, you know what I'm saying? They smiling in your face. They doing all these things to take your place. And now there's an abundance of whoever, these people that ran through here, took whatever, right? And now that it's your turn to go ahead and reap your benefits, everything is gone. You left with leftovers. Emperor's gone. You know what I'm saying? The empress ain't got no emperor. You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of shit like this. People that already took your damn seat. You know what I'm saying? Took your throne. You know what I'm saying? These kind of things. All right? You shall pay your hired workers. This is making me think about the truckers here. All right? It says, if something is due them, don't even keep it overnight. Okay. So this made me think like maybe some money been in somebody's bank account and then shit. Somebody just come straight, take it out. But I don't know. Why is it talking about this now that Israel, the last, first shall be the last? Why is it talking like this now that the last want to get what the fuck is theirs? You see what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, they was hard at work during the lockdown when everything was locked down during the lockdown. You know, like the Social Security office and everything. These people was doing whatever they was doing. All right. And this is why the crime rate went up, because then they went into the neighborhoods and took care of the people that might someday get a bright idea to go and look for their shit. And it's not there. So that's why in Georgia and Atlanta and shit, crime rate went up. New York, all this other shit, all them people died. You understand? And some of these people now are under investigation. But I told you guys, we walked through this shit as it was happening. I'm the crazy lady. The feminine energies, the mountains in those areas made off well. Everybody's waiting for the eye to go to sleep or to die so that they can go ahead and spend what the fuck they need to spend. Could you imagine being in that situation where you feel like people waiting around you, waiting for your ass to die? When you ain't trying to go nowhere no time soon, when you the Christ, the one that's going to reign forever. But these are people that don't believe in source, I guess. Really. Yeah. All right. And who chooses what the falsehood is? Is it those that don't do the things in falsehood, or those who, you know, can't say something because it's going to offend somebody or hurt their feelings? Or they're going to tell the truth and snitch on somebody, you know what I'm saying, for what the hell they've been doing. You must not curse the deaf, nor trip up a blind man as he walks. So this is the energy here. The first shall be the last. The old people, the elders, is the old world energies that didn't trust the antidote or didn't trust whatever something was going on here, or either they was just left out in general. Either something happened to them when they were, to block them when they were younger. My nose ring is twisting around. It's tickling. Something happened to them as a binding ritual or something when they were young because of their power. It's either or. All right. All right. So it says you must not curse the deaf or whatever. So this is talking about people that basically did take advantage of those who have been, again, the deafness makes me think about telepathic or something being cut off here. A telepath, like a broken telephone line or something of that nature. Okay. Alexander Graham Bell, you know what I'm saying? The whole storm that happened down in southern Illinois. All right. Which left some of us, again, maybe hard of hearing or again, affected by this in some kind of way. All right. But it's really to stop you because you are the most powerful ones. You are the ones that the world owes billions of fucking dollars. You understand what I'm saying? Just telling you. And they're not too deaf because they're all up in the minds and the domes of all the capital women. All of the capitals within the states, right? But the capital of the US is this capital. This is the bloodline. This is the main fucking pipeline. You see what I'm saying? And what they did when it's come to make America great again, or again, whatever, the soul of America, that's what they did. They tried to suck everything, including my fucking soul, out of me and go ahead and offer it up to other energies by letting other feminine energies into my minds, my thoughts, my business ideas. They were spying on me, probably still are right now. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing that is, you know what I'm saying? That's my full fucking essence. Nobody should have had even if the government had already been doing this to us, think Westworld energy. And even if the government had already been doing this to us for a long time, it was done some kind of way accordingly where there was some structure. But when they left the equipment and the people behind enemy lines, they allowed for other people, lower class people, other people from other militias and groups and shit like that to get a hold of it. And then that's when it changed. And most of the people, unfortunately, look like you. That thought it was cute to watch your daughters in the shower and shit. Along with the CIA and whoever else, possibly, allegedly. All right. So, let's see. All right. But again, those who try to do it to us, it's about to happen to them. So this is what I'm saying. Now it's supposed to protect these people when they go down. When they go down for what they did to Israel. Now we're going to put these laws in. No, but nobody said that with the young children that are just being birthed into even being birthing nations and shit in the past 2 years or 4 years or whatever it's been. Nobody gave those warnings then. It was a free for all. But now, since they've been caught or they're about to go down, right? Everything they thought they built is going to crumble, either at the hands of us or another energies that came in. They stole it. These people use patents and shit to take it from you. And now, again, they either sold it off or somebody else is coming to take it from them. So do the patent really matter then? Because we know that doctored documents can be doctored. You either got the fucking juice or you don't. And I don't mean the one that most people have, because this gate or this road is narrow. So it's not a trend. Many are called and few are chosen. It's about law and order, not hustling and all this other shit. You can do that, but I'm just saying, if we're not dealing with law and order, if we're not going back to the basics, then the whole is going to be built on a flimsy fucking foundation. If everybody about self and hustling harder for self in their own family, you're not really thinking about the collective as a whole. Judges must always be just in their sentences, not noticing whether a person is poor or rich. They must always be perfectly fair. Again, who is the fairest of them all? I think they already know who it is. Don't gossip. Again, same thing when I came into the tarot community and start checking shit out there. Okay. If it's not helpful and if it's just confusing women and having women over here panting or panicking, you know what I'm saying, or in some kind of sense of, then what is it doing? It's not doing anything. It's keeping people stagnant. But if somebody has a great message about uplifting or something like that, cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to you what you want to do anyways. That's why it's called YouTube. All right. But just don't try to block somebody else from making money. Don't try to block somebody else's numbers. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. All right. Don't falsely accuse your neighbor of some crime, for I am Jehovah. Don't hate your brother. Rebuke anyone who sins. Don't let him get away with it, or you will be equally guilty. Don't seek vengeance. Don't bear a grudge. So now all of a sudden, right? Now that everything has been raped and pillaged as freely as possible, now, you see what I'm saying? But love your neighbor as yourself. Now that the foreigners are here, now that we have people that's unvetted here, now that they've already made it in. All right. Believe this is not God speaking. This is a Lord. And Hova makes me think about New York. And that's what the fuck it makes me think about. The concrete jungle. Concrete jungle make me think about something that's artificial. Where maybe princes and kings ain't really there, or queens is really toads. The toads they trying to lock me up with when I know who the fuck. You see what I'm saying? Huh. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Don't bear a grudge. Okay. Don't seek vengeance. Why not? But love your neighbor as yourself, for I am Jehovah. Okay. Obey my laws. Okay. Or lies. That's what it means in etymology. All right. Because God said just the commandments, right? God mostly deals with commandments. Now, there's a different couple. I think there's 3 different, lists in here about commandments or something like that. The 10 commandments, and then there's other commandments within the biblical text. But they're clearly by God. Don't bear a grudge. So now you can't be mad. Now I can't talk about what happened to me. I can't talk about what happened to me now because some deadline is passed or something. Okay. Or somebody stole something from me 20 years ago and did crimes and harmed me so I couldn't remember or mess with my mental or whatever. And then they just get to walk away with everything. Didn't even allow me to make nothing this whole time. So now I got to go under the service of somebody else with my whole motherfucking empress in here, the whole fucking Jesus fucking Christ. You see what I'm saying? Source gonna take care of me anyway, but at the end of the day, what are we talking about? We have to see how this shit keeps happening over and over again. I like to talk about this so we can use our minds to see how this has been done differently every single time. But it's the same damn thing. Now you don't bear a grudge. But just a minute ago, you could go smash and grab some shit and be let right out of jail in New York and places like this. So who are the mountainous women that's running those places? We see a moon here. They're using their signatures to do what? Sign as in they are other people. Okay? It just can't stop. All right? Only thing I look at is the divine masculines for, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there was some good in them. So when they say take them bitches out the trial, I don't even think so. And I want to be there. Don't let him get away with this. All right? Or you will be equally guilty. Don't seek the vengeance. Okay, we already read that part. Okay? It says, don't seek vengeance, don't bear a grudge, but love your neighbor as yourself. And I am Jehovah. Obey my laws. Do not make your cattle or chattel. Okay? With a different kind. All right? Do not don't sow your field with 2 kinds of seed. So again, as above, so below. So they want people that's supposedly below to stay below. When again, this is something, like I said, is something more divine. This is beyond what man is saying, the communication in the connection between me and this masculine. So they want to keep somebody poor. They want to keep somebody in the 5. Yeah. They want to keep somebody poor, right? Begging. You know what I'm saying? Go on food stamps and shit. You know what I'm saying? All this kind of stuff. But I feel like, again, when this comes to divine counterparts, whatever they do is supposed to be something that's together. That whatever royalties or whatever they come with, you know what I'm saying? Whatever is in your trust or whatever, it's supposed to be something that is like shared, right? Or maybe somebody is more financially stable and somebody else has the other works. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be some type of balance, right? All right. So again, it says, well, I feel like, if we're dealing with masculine energy and they're running around doing whatever they want or, offering up funds to all kind of motherfuckers anyway, then I don't understand why they couldn't be a supportive husband for their wife or help her, get on, or, you know what I'm saying? If she already has her own businesses or something, I don't see why, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's just strange to me. Why, again, I had felt like in this whole time that people was coming in here trying to mess with me, disturb me, just waste my time, you know what I'm saying, fucking energy and all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying, while I'm sitting here left what? What? And I won't say with nothing because I do have something. And but again, we're at the point where a man is going to be worth more than gold. So again, if you leave somebody again, what did I say? Peter, pumpkin eater. Now you got people that may be a slight stalker watching some of these women and their children that you didn't know that they was watching you some kind of way. And that'll be another way that, you see what I'm saying? Without nobody, the blood is not on the government, on the United States corporation's hands. All right. So this whole sowing your field with 2 seeds is not talking about put pumpkins and shit on this side and roses on the other side. This is talking about seeds, like babies, like spirit babies, like dual whatever babies. But it's supposed to be, again, a linking up between some of these groups. When it comes to the tree of life, she knows who the fuck her children is. And it was at the help, possibly, or a connection that was made between her and the masculine, because maybe one day she would have to be some type of a voice for those particular children. So I would see why a wife of those children or a baby mama of those children would want to silence or kill off that feminine energy that knows the truth about the spirit babies. Don't wear clothes made of half wool and half linen, boom, 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 whatever. I don't know. I don't know what this is talking about. All right. It says, if a man seduces a slave girl who is engaged to be married, he shall be tried in court, but not put to death. I'm wondering if this is that Peter, Pete energy. All right. I'm wondering if it's some of these other masculine energies that have been sneaking around feminine energy, sniffing around. All right. But you would have to be a slave, and I'm not no fucking slave. I'm a sovereign. So you see what I'm saying? This is different. I got a freedom of choice here. It's almost like, again, one of these masculine energies has, it's that cock blocking energy, so that I can't have this. If it's not with them, it's not with nobody. But they never really gave the offer. They never really came clear with an offer here. In the 3D anyway. All right. So it says, yeah, okay, they shall be tried in court, but not put to death, or I doubt it. I think that they should be. Well, not for seducing. I'm talking about people that took something from somebody or harmed somebody or killed somebody, right? If you kill somebody with the sword, you should be cut off and be a nation too. Once they realize that that's what you did to them. Okay, so it says, because she is not free. All right. So it's some kind of trickery here. Now, I don't know if they just set some people free right now. You really don't know, like free in a different sense here. Because, you choose to be free at the end of the day. Source done already set us free spiritually. But that don't mean the law ain't still trying to get you to sign up for something to get right back into their grips. All right. It says, the man involved shall bring his guilty offering to the Lord at the entrance of the tabernacle of the offering shall be a ram. So this is making me think about emperor energy here. Or even Ramses. All right. And I feel like this is something, some kind of fair trade or some kind of trade or something that's supposed to happen amongst people. All right. And I don't think that people are doing it. I think they're still just taking. The priest shall make atonement with the ram for the sin the man has committed, and it shall be forgiven him. I think that should be the choice of the woman or the girl. When you enter the land and have planted all kinds of fruit trees, this is talking about, okay? This is talking about nation building. Do not eat the first 3 crops, all right? For they are considered ceremonially defiled, all right? And the 4th year, the entire crop shall be devoted to the Lord. All right. So in the midst of the garden. Okay, so all right. This is making me think about 3 generations here, though. The 3 swords above the king and the 4 swords devoted to the Lord. Okay. So again, the youngest ones. Yeah, your youngest ones shall be given the Lord to praise him. Finally, the 5th year, the crop is yours. Okay. All right. So this is secret. Okay. All right. So, this could be talking about, I don't know why I'm hearing like 40, why I'm hearing 3 years, like 3 more years or something here. I'm Jehovah your God. You must not eat meat with undrained blood consume, nor use fortune telling or witchcraft. Okay. Now this is the Living Bible. Because this is very interesting. I want to see this. Okay. Because I feel like this is what Elijah was. This was Esther's adopted or fake father was telling her not to scry and not to use her gifts from the ancestors in that book about Elijah and Esther. All right. So again, let's remember what it's saying here. All right. I want to just take my time to read this. Ye shall not eat anything with blood, neither shall ye use enchantment. Okay. Nor observe times. Okay. So prophesy. Okay. Basically is what they're saying, or use enchantments. Maybe. I don't know, but that's what it says in this one, right? Ye shall not round the corners of your heads. Okay. This make, we'll leave that alone. Neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard. I don't know. This is making me think about something else. I'm gonna just leave that there. All right. But yeah. So yeah, Jehovah is saying, okay, this is a jealous God though. So maybe he doesn't like you with your ancestors. Okay. All right. So again, not eat meat. All right, with undrained blood. I don't know. This is making me think. It's making me think about something else, but it says, nor use fortune telling or witchcraft. All right. So I feel like this here is people that know what kind of gifts that you have. And they don't want you to be able to prophesy. They don't want you to be able to do whatever. This is a Lord here or a God that may not even be the proper God. I mean, it just, to me, that's what it feels like. You can think whatever you want to think. It's just the way that I read this text. Again, in my connection to source in this word, it's just different. I don't think many people are going to see it that way. Right? But again, fortune telling is prophesying. In witchcraft, I don't use witchcraft anyways. I use tarot cards because the tarot cards have been proven several times on this channel that they are in the Torah. And the Torah is in the tarot. And a high priestess knows the Torah. She knows the Bible. She may not know it like this, right? Because there's other stars or high priestesses here when it comes to capitals in other states. But there's only one capital, the biggest capital, or that most high energy. There's only one most high God. There's only one Christ energy. Just is. It says, you must not turn off your hair. Wait, hold on. You must not trim off your hair or your temples. Okay. Now this hair is making me think about an heir also. Okay. And then it says, or your temples, or clip the edges of your beards. Okay. So this makes me think about, again, temples, like somebody being cut off from being, connected to the most high or connected to an energy here. Okay. This is what this is making me think of as well here. All right. As the heathens do, you should not cut yourselves nor put tattoo marks upon yourselves in connection with funeral rites. Now, this is also making me think about even shaving and stuff like that, to be honest with you, certain parts of your body. Okay. It says, I am the Lord. Do not violate your daughter's sanctuary by making her a prostitute. Okay. All right. Lest the land became full of enormous wickedness. Now, again, this is making me think about people, letting their daughter on social media or something like this. Okay. All right. It's making me think like people need to be doing something, keeping inside their house for the next 3 years. All right. I don't know why that's making me think that. Okay. It says, keep my Sabbath laws and reverence my tabernacle, for I am the Lord. Do not defile yourself by consulting mediums, okay, and wizards, for I am Jehovah your God. You shall give due honor and respect to the elderly, okay? And these elderly could be talking about, again, those are of old blood, okay? All right? In the fear of God, I am Jehovah. Do not take advantage of foreigners in your land. Do not, but again, now some of us have turned into foreigners if you were left behind enemy lines. Now you are migrants or migratory workers possibly, and not Americans anymore. All right? Do you see what I'm saying here? This is a possibility that whatever this swap is that's going on, that may lead people to being more migratory, you know what I'm saying, than being who you really are. Do not wrong them. And some of this stuff is just really thoroughly on the spiritual level, I feel. Okay? So it's saying they must not be treated. Let's see, it's almost done here. We got a couple more sentences. Like any other citizen. And this, what I'm saying is, how though? I see what we're saying, because they're just people. It's not their fault whatever happened to them or how they ended up here. Exactly. I understand that. But when it comes to this energy of giving back to the American Indians or so-called black people, there should be something set apart. Why, again, do it seem like we're getting benefits and free shit from the government that's going to keep you in a perpetual sense of maybe servitude to this system or this construct, and if you don't want to do what they say, you won't have shit. When these people are going to be coming into something that can build them up to be generational wealth, if they're actually going to give illegal immigrants this particular money that they're supposedly going to give them. It says, love them as yourself. For remember that and that's what our problem is now, being so fucking inviting to everybody coming in and letting them be amongst you and do the same shit. It puts who at the bottom every time. And I'm talking about I'm talking about old world energy. I'm talking about prior to our first president in 1790, whatever it was. Okay. I'm talking again, some of these family lines that have been here. It was some people that was light skinned or so-called white that was here prior to that too. I'm talking about old world, the people that, you know who we talking about. All right. You know what I'm talking about, what family ties that we're talking about. Okay. Starting with Adam or John Adams in them. That was the beginning. No, in the beginning, the earth was first, right? It was first a chaotic, and then this other stuff happened. All right? Nobody's saying nobody should have to wear a scarlet letter, but why should so-called Americans have to wear a fucking scarlet letter? Why should you have to not have some kind of paper saying that you this, and that? Why should you have your ID? Why this, why that? But everybody else seem to not have to, this don't apply. Do you see what I'm saying? It don't make no sense to me. Do any other countries just let people just come into their border and just go amongst themselves and do whatever they want and not have to get vaccinated, not have to get this, give them money, give them all this shit? And hell no. This not happening in no other country, not even Mexico. I don't even think that it's this easy to get into Mexico. For remember that you two were for. So again, this is allow all these people to come in and get the same shit as you, and you're going to end up at the bottom because you're going to be thinking that those programs with the school with that fucking Trojan horse of an infrastructure bill is going to be something for you, and it's going to sound all good, but then at the end of the day, it's going to be bitter to your stomach because they're going to let you know what the fucking repercussions is. Ain't nothing free, silly. That's what I always say. In the land of Egypt, I am Jehovah your God. Okay. You must be impartial to in judgment. Use accurate measurements, lengths, widths, and volumes, and give full measurement. For I am Jehovah your God who brought you from the land of Egypt. You must heed all of my commandments. This sounds like somebody very controlling as well. And ordinances, carefully obeying them. For I am Jehovah. So this is somebody that wants to own the empress. You know what I'm saying? That's why they didn't want the empress to be able to make money or grow a following with all the other high priestesses and energies. You know what I'm saying? All the other bees in the hives, right? because they want to have control. This is a woman that they cannot, you know, she's been kind of scorned possibly, right? And so they don't want her to be able to be independent. She's not strong, beautiful, independent, wealthy. No, hell no. You got to be somebody that got to go from one energy to another. From being, you know what I'm saying? Even if you got business ideas, even if you got this and that. And that's what pisses me off. Because I feel like some of these people that was in my energy ended up helping other people out, allowing them to have access to me, my ideas, watch me do shit. And then a couple weeks later, I see female energies in the tarot community that know too much damn business about me sitting there with my business ideas. And Source took me there to show me. And I said, nah, Source, this ain't not. Yes. Right? So everybody's established, everybody's growth, you know, channels and platforms, but there's a noose or something around my shit. So it's not going to be a real noose around somebody's neck today hanging from a tree. But it's the sacrificial lamb, the one that did not have to die, really. They just wanted it that way because they know it's the most powerful motherfucker in the world right now. And if they can make the world think you ain't shit because you don't got money and you don't got bags and all this other shit, you really ain't shit. It's foolishness. And that's why we end up in the same situation. But somebody's worried about a curse word coming out of my mouth? I think people better be worried about something a little bit more than that. And maybe it's not everybody. Maybe it's just the people that know the shit like me. Or have witnesses or have gone through these things. And I don't hold a grudge. I'm not upset about it. I'm just very passionate about it. Because again, it's just, I don't like when people just try to sweep stuff under the rug. I don't like that. Because if it can happen to me, it can happen to other people. And that's my main fucking concern. All right. So I feel like to me, it's kind of like intriguing in a sense, like who or what is this? What is this? I want to know what it is, who it is, what the hell, who want to put a hold on me, right? And at the end of the day, I feel like somebody's going to make it seem like nobody wants you, because this is what this energy does. It's a very immature energy that comes around sometimes, right? And then there's a very masculine, strong energy, but for some reason, what I feel like what they're doing in here when it's talking about Moses and all these rules and shit is making it so that that person is off limits because somebody else wants that, or it's a cock blocking, or that peak that's in between the lovers. Whatever is trying to divide the two lovers. All right. Oh, that person is a gold digger, or they don't have nothing. Whole time these people are that. Whole time you a professional fucking manifester. You see what I'm saying? Whole time you right there connected to God and can have anything you want. But somebody doesn't want happiness over here because they know that's the last cup that I fucking need to be a beast in this bitch. And it's real life to me because again, I've lived this. Sometimes it's like 24-hour visions. And it's kind of hard, and I feel like that's why they isolated some of us, the ones that have visions like this. That's why they isolated us and put us separately. You know what I'm saying? And did things to embarrass you. You know, maybe some of you, had things okay or whatever before. And then now all of a sudden you feel like, people that didn't act some kind of way are trying to like front on you or stunt on you or embarrass you in front of people and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. Right? And then now, there's probably something happened here where there's a certain amount of time where you can do something about something that has been done to you, a crime or somebody taking something from you. And they wanted to make sure that time of, I can't remember exactly what it's called, is over with. Right? And so all the people are rejoicing of what they think they did something to a mean person or something, and they got away with it. And this is another reason why some of these people don't want me to be able to be abundant and financially abundant, because they feel like once I do get that shit that I'm coming for all the rest of it. All right. So anyways, that's it. That was 20. Was it 19? Yeah, that was 19. And yeah, that was all I wanted to do. All right. Yeah, so I feel like this is a jealous feminine energy. Some of these lords or lordesses, they have their reasons throughout this whole thing as we've been growing and learning and shit like this. They have their reasons to try to keep certain people away from certain people. And it's because they know that these are going to be power couples. They jealous of the way the motherfuckers even look. It's like all your friends, your friends, the ones that set us up, and now they all mad and jealous and shit. It's that kind of energy. All right. All right. So take care.